Hi everybody, this is Pam with Jesusjunkjournals, and I decided that while this is gluing, I'm going to go ahead and do another video and do some more work on this because there's some things I can do while this is going on. And first of all, I was going to show you, I picked out the fabric for Luke. So this is the fabric that I'm going to use for the cover of Luke. And so I'll just set that aside. But what I'm going to do, I want to go ahead and work on the edges, and I'm going to use some of my edges from my kit on Etsy where I use my Cricut. You use your Cricut on it and it cuts out these die cut edges, and so I'm going to go ahead and use some of these. So I need to ink them, and so I'm going to get my vintage photo ink out and start inking these up, and then this is going to take a while, so I'm going to get those inked up, then I'll come back. All right, I've got a bunch of these edges inked, so I'm just going to go through. Let me flip it around so I can at least see it right side up and look for where I want to put an edge, which I think I want to start with an edge. So, okay, so it looks like if I cut it right there. So now I need to look and see, one side's white and one side's printed. So let me figure out which way I want it to go. I kind of like the white, the plain white on this side, I think. So I'm going to put the glue, just a little thin line of glue on there. And might have to trim that off. Let me look and see if I've got it even over here. No, I do not. Okay. Okay, the glue didn't like it that I pulled it up, so let me put a little bit more right there. And then I can trim it off up here. Okay, so there's one, and then I'm going to skip a few pages, and because of, if you remember when we did the pages, I don't know what I did on this Prodigal Son page, but it was a different size. So I'm going to put a tab here, and that will fix that problem. And so now I'm going to find which one I want. And I think I'm going to use this great big one since I have plenty of room for it. So I'm first of all going to cut this white edge off. When I printed the paper I used on this, I didn't print it all the way. I have a white strip, so I'm going to cut that off, and then let's see if I can get this to work without having a hole that's, it's okay if I have a hole that's sticking out on the end, but I'd rather not. And I'm thinking it's going to barely make it, so I'm going to cut it here and here. And maybe even let it stick off the edge just a little bit. I don't want to have a hole cut open and have it sticking out on the end. So, okay, so I want this, yeah, I want this on this side. So I'm going to put and I'm going to cover up, see where I didn't have printing on that paper that I used. So I'm going to cover it up by just gluing it down like that. And I'm going to overlap these circles slightly, I think. So, oh, no, I'm not either. I'm just going to take it right to the circle. And it's hanging off the edge just slightly. And I'm going to let it like that. And then I'm going to skip a few more. That might be even enough for that one. Well, I could put one there. I'm just kind of spreading them out. So I'm going to put a solid one. Since I've got these with the holes cut in them, I'll use this one on here. And let's see, how do I want that one? Where do I want the white to be? I'm going to let the white be over here since this is kind of white here. And this one, I think I'll just glue it on and then trim it. That might be safer. So I'm going to put some glue here. And then glue this here. And then check it, make sure it's straight or fairly straight. Okay. And then I'll trim it off here. Like so. I don't like how wide that is, so I'm going to put a piece of washi tape on there. So let me pull my washi tape out and see what do I have that coordinates with that. I mean, that kind of does. Let's see, what else do I have? This looks better, maybe. So I'm going to put some glue here and run my washi tape and cut it off. Get a straight edge here. And I'm just going to put it right on top of that. Like that. And then use the scissors and cut it off. Like that. I think that's a little bit better. A little bit less white. I'm going to go to the next signature. And I think I'll put one on this first page. That seems like a logical place. And I'm going to glue it on this back side here. Oop, and I need to move it over. All right, let me see if I got it semi-straight. Nope, not really. Okay. And this is going to hang off and be a little weird, but I think it'll be okay. And okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add some embellishment to this, just a little bit more detail. And so what I've got a bunch of these, I think these are Tim Holtz little die cut goodies. And so I'm going to go through and just kind of add a few of those here and there. I feel like also I could do some stamping, but I think that here's a Huntington's Progressive Dinner. It's kind of fun. And I think these are stickers, actually. We'll find out here in a minute. Are they? Yeah. Good. So they're stickers, which I still don't trust them, so I'm gonna add a little bit of glue, but maybe here. And let that overlap that white thing up there. I've also got these kind of, they look like stamps, so that might be another thing I can add. And they're, oh, they've got numbers too, so that's cool. Okay, I'm going to stop. I probably will add more pockets after it's put together, but I think I'll stop for today. So I lean pretty heavy on the Tim Holtz stickers, but I don't mind. I think they're cute, and you know how it is. You just get them in the mail and you want to play with them, so that's what I did. So I am sticking one more on there. And I guess that's it for this video. So I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.